There's one altered state of consciousness we've all entered. Sleep. A place where our subconscious minds can break free. In 1843, Scottish neurosurgeon James Braid began investigating the power of the subconscious. He asked subjects to stare at a shiny object 8 to 14 inches from their eyes until they slipped into what he called a nervous sleep.
These people were able to filter out certain kinds of experiences through a very concentrated, selective attention. It's a state of mind in which people are so-called hyper-suggestible. That is, they're particularly sensitive to ideas and suggestions.
Braid called this mental state hypnosis. The god Hypnos was the supreme ruler of sleep. Ancient Greeks depicted him as a mind with wings. Stage entertainers quickly flocked to Braid's technique for its easy access to the subconscious. Audiences were soon lining up to see hypnotists persuade subjects to perform bizarre and humiliating acts. But by the end of the 19th century, psychiatrist Sigmund Freud began putting hypnosis to better use.
Freud is particularly known for his recognition of the power of the unconscious. Much of what we experience and say and do and feel really comes from our unconscious forces.
Through hypnosis, Freud would access his patients' unconscious minds and use the power of suggestion to alter their undesirable behaviors. In World War I, German doctors used hypnosis to treat shell-shocked troops, allowing them to return to the trenches almost immediately. Other doctors attempted more dramatic applications of this altered state of consciousness. 20 years before the first modern anesthetic, chloroform, came into use, another Scottish surgeon claimed to use hypnosis to anesthetize patients before amputations. But James Esdale faced deep skepticism from the 19th century medical establishment.
Esdale had a man brought into the surgery with a gangrenous leg, and in front of his colleagues, Esdale hypnotized the man, and while the man lay happily smiling there, he amputated his leg. Their conclusion was that Esdale had, quote, hired a hardened rogue to pretend he felt no pain, that his colleagues literally refused to believe what they saw themselves.
But hypnoanesthesia is still in use today. Going to the dentist can be a painful experience. Drilling, hammering, and cutting. The mere idea of dental surgery can be scary, but undergoing one without anesthesia can be extremely painful.
Hello, I'm Ken Bushman. I'm here to see Dr. Edward. I'm going to have a crown replaced using hypnoanesthesia. I do not like needles. I don't like the taste of Novocaine. I don't like the fat lip, the drooling, and the saliva all over my shirt. So I'd rather just go ahead and use hypnosis.
We will attempt to remove his failed crown by just using hypnosis only without any chemical anesthetic. Normally, it would be a very painful procedure.
Hey, Ken, it's so good to see you.
Hi, Lisa.
How you doing?
I'm doing great now that you're here.
Great.
To hypnotize Ken, Dr. Onrong has consulted a hypnotherapist named Lisa Mackenberg.
I am going to begin by using hypnosis to have Ken numb up his entire body. What I'm going to ask you to do is keep your eyes on this pendulum and only follow it with your eyes. Now, as you follow the pendulum, your eyes will get very tired and they will begin to blink.
Lisa lulls Ken's mind into a state of consciousness between awake and asleep so that she can control his mind-body connection.
The pendulum is to let the physical body become very relaxed. From there, we get the eyes very relaxed, so relaxed that the person cannot open them. And then I have them take that level of relaxation from the toes to the heels, all the way up the physical body. Put all the anxiety into this arm, and now you let it out through each and every finger until the subject feels like a gigantic brain with actually no body sensations.
Pain is our body's self-protection mechanism. It kicks in to tell our brain that we are in danger. Hypnosis is about detaching the mind from the body.
The reason that we have pain, it's an early warning system. But some kinds of pain, it's not a warning system. It's not dangerous. It's just painful. So I partition it off.
In this altered state, Ken's brain disconnects the sensation of pain. Lisa learned to be a hypnotherapist because she suffers from pain every day.
I suffer from Crohn's disease, which is where my immune system attacks healthy tissue. Each and every day I have pain. I can be debilitated by it, and I was until I discovered how to use hypnotherapy myself to control my pain. Hypnosis is about creating the most beautiful vision of the way you want things to be. When I hypnotize myself, I need to take my mind to a very peaceful place to be able to access optimal comfort. So I use the power of imagination to be able to imagine myself at the beach. I see the beautiful blue sky. Then I imagine listening to the sounds of the waves and feeling the wet sand beneath my feet and being totally and completely at peace. And with each number you will go deeper than before.
It's that level of comfort that she'll need to bring to dental patient Ken Bushman. Lisa conquered her own pain with hypnosis, but will it work for Ken? Ken Bushman is undergoing crown replacement surgery. A dental surgeon will saw into Ken's old crown to remove it. Instead of relying on chemical anesthesia, Ken is put in a trance-like state using hypnoanesthesia.
There is a switch right here in the forehead. Look at the switch.
Lisa controls Ken's consciousness by simply snapping her fingers.
Twice as deep.
Like a light switch, she can turn it off and on.
You will be comfortable. You will follow Dr. Edwards' direction. I'm going to tell you a story. It's the most beautiful day, and you have walked up the mountain in the Sierras. The waters are rushing around the rocks. You can feel the warmth from the sun. I am going to count from 1 up to 5. At 5, you will awaken into a non-suggestible state, feeling awake and alert, much better than before. 1, 2, slowly, calmly. 3 is a very deep breath, bringing in positives and relaxation. Exhaling negatives and stress. 4 is a very alert number, and 5 is eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake. How did you feel, Ken?
I felt great. All I felt was like pressure. The most pressure I felt when it was breaking away the old tooth.
Wow.
And otherwise, it was wonderful.
This is the crown that we sectioned off in Ken's mouth. You see, it's quite thick. It was a little bit difficult to remove, but this would not have been done. We wouldn't be able to do this without numbing him, but he did extremely well, and hypnosis really works. Procedure went very smooth.
Thank you, Doctor.
You now have a temporary crown.
I don't have the side effects, and I can leave here now, and I won't slur my words or have a fat lip or drool on myself.